Hello, friends. How are you all doing on this fine... What is it? Sunday morning? Wednesday? Wednesday it is. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday? I'm doing fabulous. I'm afraid my mouse is going to end up dying here. It's well, at 14%. There should be plenty. Let's get all this tight music. Oh, we can play some games against Bian. See if he's down. Let's see if my friend is down. Hey, what's up, Grand Pimentil in Zatakli? On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color? I like the color orange generally. I think it's a good color for a lot of things. Morning, morning, Jaded and Aspen. It's your boy Harstem here, coming right at you with some high levels StarCraft 2. But what's wrong with orange? I like the color orange. Good day, Captain. How are we today? We're good. I have something for later on. Some shot. This is pretty big, honestly, what I have in my head. I'll do it in an hour from now. It has to do with hide and seek. And it is shocking. That's what it is. Wonderful. First day off in 2 weeks and the captain is streaming. Good times. What do you do for work that you work for 2 weeks straight? I'm gonna guess you either work on an oil rig or, also a possibility, you are self-employed. These are my two guesses. What's up, Captain? I have a question for you. You think that parasitic bomb should be cast at an area instead of on a unit? Should it deal friendly fire damage? You work for Amazon? And you work for 2 weeks straight? How many hours a day? And the question about the parasitic bomb, I think the way parasitic bomb works right now is pretty okay. Yeah, I like it. Funnily enough, against Protoss, parasitic bomb cast on an area would be significantly better. Significantly better. Friendly fire, I don't think is great as a concept for parasitic. Is Amazon really known to be a crap employer? I didn't know that. Amazon is one of the companies that I'm very fond of when it comes to their customer service and the way that they handle things. They are very, very good at what they do. Like, it is crazy how good it is. I often have an easier time getting a replacement product from Amazon than I have from the manufacturer. Or to get anything. Like, it's easier to get customer service from Amazon than it is to get it from the manufacturer of the product often. Which is just absolutely mental to me. 10-hour shift, Jesus Christ. I pity you, my friend. That doesn't sound like a fun time. Well, maybe you have a very fun job at Amazon. Other than tank, what else does friendly damage? Storm. Widow mines. Good question. I never really think about this. EMP does friendly damage. It drains your own shields as well. Really, it's only Zerg that doesn't have any way of friendly damage. Just because Zerg hardly is in. Well, they have fungal growth. Could have done friendly damage, but doesn't. Disruptors. Wait. Why did you retract your disruptors message? You were correct. Hose for Jesus. It's a good name as well. I know of a 12 pool, but have you ever seen a 12 hatch builder? I haven't quite yet, no. Disruptor, don't damage Disruptor. That's true. They don't damage your own Disruptors, but they damage everything else that belongs to you. If Lurkers would deal friendly damage, they would be completely useless because they have a line attack. Come straight out of the Lurker. It would be a very different type of unit. Lots of little work to do around my new house and the cap stream comes up. Feel blessed. I hate doing work around the house. I hate doing work in general. That's why I became a pro gamer. What is the... You know what I really hate doing? Things with electricity. It scares me. Like, even just like putting up lamps and stuff like that. Anything that requires me to screw stuff in or to drill holes, I also hate. I like putting IKEA stuff together though, because it's kind of simple. You know, I can follow the manual. It does take a lot of time most of the time, but I'm okay with it. Corrosive Bile, that is indeed there for friendly fire. I completely forgot about that. Corrosive Bile is friendly. Yeah, electricity is no joke. I'm really bad. I can change bulbs, and I've put up some lamps with the help of my wife. Mainly, my wife is quite... She's the real handyman between the two of us, the handy woman. She understands how these things work. She's also a fabulous painter. It's like, I'm not sure if she can... I'm not sure if she dabbled into like the artistic painting, but... She worked as a painter for a summer for like buildings. So she's really freaking fast and very accurate as well. Like really, really fast. She's quite good at it. Stasis ward with friendly fire would be pretty funny. You accidentally walk in your own stasis. Your entire army trapped. I would like that. That does sound like a good time. You hate IKEA stuff because it always seems to miss something. IKEA is almost always complete. So one time I ordered a bed from... this website was called Vida XL. Oh, thank you Yo2Rocks, by the way, for the... Jesus. The 200 in whatever your currency is. I'm so bad at remembering these currencies. But I'm gonna Google it. What currency is this? Indian rupees, of course. Thank you for the rupees, my brother. How much for coaching? I'm silver. I think with your coaching I can get the bronze. I don't coach currently. What was I gonna say? Right, I ordered this bed from Vida XL. I'll search a game as well. We'll start with some Terran. And the legs of the bed, they just gave me the same legs twice rather than having them mirrored. So I had like the same exact leg 4 times, which was completely useless. So I couldn't construct the bed. And then this was just during the start of Corona, I think. So there was like a massive backlog of orders that they had that they couldn't fulfill. So then I was there with a bed that was completely constructed. But I couldn't use because the legs weren't working. It was awful. I had to wait for like 3 months or something insane. The website was garbage as well. What's the most useless unit in StarCraft 2 right now? Can you define what you find useless? It gets used, like it gets built the lowest amount of games, or when it gets built, it has the least use. Because I think just purely, like in the first metric, I think it would be the mothership, because it doesn't get built in PvP or PvT, and it doesn't see the light of day on many PvCs. But often when it gets constructed in late game PvZ, the use of the unit is very high. Like the usefulness is, you know, it's high on the scale from 0 to very useful. So I think it depends a little bit how you look at it. If you think about a unit that is just generally quite useless, I think the Swarm Host sees very little use for a good reason. Like I just don't think it's a very good unit at the moment. Yeah, I just don't... It doesn't really see use again in PvZ very much. I think it has some value there, some, you know, it does something, but it's completely useless in CVC and ZVT. So I think the Swarmos would probably be the least useful units across matchups. from any race that I can think of. Does going through the campaign helps in improving MMR? No, well, you'll probably see it depends on your skill level. If I were to go through the campaign, it'd be completely useless. Probably lose MMR, because there's a lot of things different there. But if you're completely new, I think the campaign shouldn't be underestimated as a fun tool to tutorialize. But that's like, it's not the best tutorial, but I think a lot of people find the campaign quite fun, which I think that in and by itself is, you know, is valuable as well. Like you'll enjoy. Oh my god, what's this guy doing? This is a non-build order again, isn't it? Yeah, complete. This is a non-build, complete non-build here. Just gonna pop in, see if I can get a read on what tech he's getting. Okay, warp gate being researched, but no actual tech is being built yet. Oh, this isn't terrible. So I'd say yes, it's a good tool for fun tutorializing, but I don't think it is the best tool that there is. I think the best way to go about it is to learn build orders from the very start, but it's also fairly boring. It's a little bit similar to teaching someone like skills at the very start when learning an instrument. You know, it might be very good for their progression with that particular instrument, but they probably stay more motivated if they, you know, learn by playing an easy song like Happy Birthday. You know, just because it feels empowering to be capable of doing that. You know, just like it feels empowering to be capable of beating the campaign. You get a feeling of achievement. It doesn't feel completely useless. Just practicing your skills is fairly boring. Yet eventually necessary, probably. I hope you know that there's nothing to do. So it depends a little bit on what your goals are. I could recommend the campaign to anyone though. I had a good time playing that when I was young. Yeah, so much younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in any way. And now these days are gone. I'm not so selfish. Alright, fine. I feel like I need to build a bunker here. I feel like I'm getting abused a little bit by my opponent. It's 3 gates really quite quickly. Especially for how terrible his actual early game build order was. What's this? Is that real? Oh, shot.
Not enough minerals.
5 kills, I'm okay with that. Tiny supply block here. This one's gonna get me out of it, so that's nice. I'm kind of confused as to what my opponent is up to. I didn't quite see what this was. This is a lot of gates, actually. Okay. Wait, I'm just being all in. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm just being all in.
Waiting on you.
I was like looking at it, I'm like, wait, this looks freaking weird. What's going on over here? And then I realized I'm an idiot. Like, it was so clear. It was clear as day that I was being all in. I just didn't manage to make that read for whatever reason. This is legitimately the worst build I've seen in my life. It literally never should be capable of winning a game. The only time it does is if I were to massively mess up. Like, completely.
Base is under attack.
Okay, so this is a good one. So we get a big hit in.
Research complete.
Come on. I think this is a mistake. I should have pulled some workers, obviously. I'm not sure why I didn't. This was actually a really big error here. I regret it massively. Why would I do this? Harstem, Kevin de Koning. Why would we make such a terrible play here for no real reason? So I think this was a real dumb. I think we might have lost the game because of that.
Our SCV.
Well, losing the game might be one step further still, but... Wait, I never started my my upgrades either, oh? That was good. And this mine drop definitely won me the game here. It doesn't necessarily look brilliant. Like, if you're looking at this, like, well, you hardly have any workers, but my opponent also has, like, legitimately no workers. He's gonna finish this. That's a mistake, surely. Come on.
Now what?
I'm on the run. Stop away. This is boring. VOD Harstem is much better than living Harstem. This is a common take that I see. The work I've created in the past is much superior than whatever I do in the future. That was not very smart. I should have realized a little bit faster I was being all in. It was fairly stupid. Captain, have you thought about trying a new RTS like Beyond All Reason? Yeah, I tried. I try all types of RTSs. I have a couple of RTSs lined up that I'm willing to try as well. So I'm excited for that. I've even stated publicly that I will try Age of Empires 4. And I'll give my honest review on it as well. Because I remember at the start there were loads of issues with it. People now are telling me that the game is significantly better than it was before. So we'll have to give it a try. Did you message Grubby yet? What do you think? I forgot. So no. When you least expect it, Harstem back in the recommended pool, ready to give one happy end. What? I'm watching your videos for a long time. At least YouTube is forcing them. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Kevin the Koning is my own name. It means Kevin the King. Because my family comes from royalty. Or my family pretended to come from royalty. It's one of the two, really. I haven't played BAR yet. What is the reason you switched from Zerg to Terran for off-race? I much prefer playing Terran. It's more fun to me. I don't like any of the Zerg matchups the same way that I like the Terran matchups. Because, so honestly, Terran ruins all my off-races, so I really dislike TVT. And I truly dislike ZVT when it comes to mech. And a lot of people play mech. I think mech is just completely unfun to play against for me. I don't like to play against certain proto styles, like the campy Stargate stuff. I'm not super interested in fighting either. And I don't find ZVZ interesting. So when it comes to Terran, I find TVP extremely fun. It is by far my favorite matchup to play. I find TVZ very fun often, and I have a large variety of things I can do and that I enjoy playing. But with Zerg, I don't really have that. I just don't enjoy playing Zerg very much. It seems like a hassle, more of a chore than anything else. It's fun when I'm talking with my friends and playing Zerg because things tend to get very chaotic. Well, so if I'm being, if I'm in a call with someone else, I'd prefer playing Zerg. But if I'm by myself, I really like playing Terran. It's just, it's also super easy to kind of, like, you don't have to think so much because the build orders kind of play themselves, similar to Protoss, right? Zerg has to make a more conscious effort when it comes to scouting. So you're sending in an overlord, you're sending in a thing. While with Protoss and Terran, while you are doing things, you're like, while you're harassing, you're getting information. So it's the scouting is less sacrificial very often, which I think I really like because it's similar to Protoss, where scouting is also way less sacrificial. And Zerg is, yeah, it plays very different from the other two races. Also, the mechanical part, I think, is fairly uninteresting for me to do. Like, I don't enjoy spreading creep. I don't enjoy larva injecting either. Like, none of these things are very fun in any sense for me. I don't enjoy dealing with the harassment the way that Zerg has to. I think Zerg for me is the least fun race to play. By quite a bit. It just, I don't know. It also seems much more difficult to kind of get my own Zerg personality in a way. Like it feels like you need to abide by certain rules much more. Zerg really is the cucked race in a way. He just sits there and takes it the entire time. What's this guy doing? Moron. Come on, go back downstairs. What I'm going for here is not super risky, but pretty risky. Oh, this is not super nice. I don't really enjoy this. Okay, so oh nice. If I get to keep this thing alive, that would be huge. I really need this bunker to survive. Oh, that didn't really do a good job of surviving now, did it? Oh, that was exciting though. I think he's gonna jump in my main base, which I would think is the correct play here for my opponent. So now we have two options. Okay, I see him down here, which is interesting. Almost had him. Okay, look at me go. This was not a hugely successful start for me. I have to admit that. This actually was a lot of things. Definitely not hugely successful. Is this an issue? Was definitely an issue. I think I'm dead actually. So yeah, this is by far my least favorite matchup with this off race. And this is how I feel about most V-Terrans, honestly. I should just play 2 gas as well. I'm not sure why I keep trying to 1 gas expand. It's just freaking awful. Just lose all my MMR and TVT. The uproar around Stormgate has died down a bit. Well, it's only natural, no? It ebbs and it... What is the opposite of ebb? I don't actually know. Is it ebb and flow? It ebbs and it flows? It ebbs and it flows.
Not enough.
I mean, that's just what happens. Once they release something new, people will get excited. I think they started the second Stormgate, like the alpha or whatever it is, the beta wave. So
Not enough minerals.
yeah. Who's one wise
Not
man?
enough minerals.
God knows. Tempest Rising first, right? That comes out soon as well. That's the game I wanted to play with Grubby.
Additional supply
But
depots
he also seems
required.
very into Baldur's Gate 3 right now, so we'll see.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Personally, I wish that in Stormgate's announcement they would show just any of the progress or any of, you know, that there is. I think the problem with doing that is is that everyone goes freaking bananas over small things. There's like so there was the video that got released, right? The show match between I think it was Monk and TLO. And then there was a dude who made like a series of videos on just based on that particular show match, which is like, I guess it was like a pre-alpha show match or something, and completely wrote out the economic system and how it works, and the way, you know, the what impact that is going to have on the gameplay. It's always in pre-alpha, none of these things are set. And then as he posted the video, this video got, I think it was like 800-900 views or something, maybe a bit more, I can't remember. There's a comment underneath that first video that basically said something like, hey, everything you're basing your analysis on is probably incorrect, because the game that they played has been spliced. So it didn't properly record the way that resources were gathered. I think the UI was recorded separately or something. And this got, someone from Stormgate said this in public, or someone else said this in public. And then the next day, this guy who first said that he completely figured out the economic system, then releases a video, massive gameplay splicing controversy with Stormgate. It's like, people are very eager to get the clicks these days. I think this has really changed in the past, in the past like 12, 13 years, is that where, you know, any bit of potential controversy or anything that potentially could get you the clicks is being abused to the max. So where it was pretty okay for companies to release like pre-alpha footage, or you know, like even like an open beta, things like this, without an NDA. Right now, the danger of it is that the public perception of the game gets completely destroyed by you know, by happy clickbaiters, basically. And I understand that, you know, to a certain extent, that is also my job. Or the job is, you know, as a YouTuber, to kind of get people to engage with your content. So if there is something that is interesting, then yeah, you're probably gonna make a video about it. But it is still in the pre-alpha stages as well, and it's really easy to forget, I think. And if there's like 12 videos completely tearing the game apart, oh, the ecosystem is garbage, the way the units move is significantly worse than StarCraft 2, it's like, as an outsider that just watches these videos, you might get a very negative perception of the game, which is why I think it's really scary for companies. And it's a very difficult line to walk, to go for full release, to have things being discussed in public the entire time when a game isn't done yet. Yet a game also needs some form of alpha testing and beta testing, you know, to get out the bugs. Like, we're expecting bugs in alpha gameplay. So yeah, I think it is just it's honestly quite a difficult situation. I think that a lot of companies find themselves in when it comes to that. I just built a second one of these, which is a mistake. He's building Void Rays. Oh, my opponent. Oh, I actually messed it up completely. What am I doing here? What is this build? Okay, I've never... I should have probably kept that medevac alive. I'm just kind of shocked. I'm also trying to... okay, so second Stargate as well coming down right now. So my main fear at this point is probably going to be... like a snipe on my tech lab that's researching Stim. I think that would be probably the worst thing that could happen to me currently. So I'm gonna defend my main base, yeah. This is kind of what I had expected as well. The problem is that if you want to build kind of like a secure base, it can be pretty hard. That's a lot of stuff though, huh? I wonder what the correct call is. Should I just ignore these, or can I even fight this from here? Okay. This is barely out of range. Honestly, plays a nice game. I like this. It's a cool setup he's going for, my opponent. I wonder what the best way to deal with this is. Maybe I should get a Viking? Although that seems, in a way, pretty bad as well, no? Like, maybe I should have gotten a Viking as one of my first 2 units, honestly. I'm considering that might have been the correct call. Okay, he's going pretty ham right now. He's gonna recall eventually. I like the way this dude is playing. Really interesting style. Real interesting style. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of freaking units as well, huh? I should have gotten this faster, I think.
Upgrade complete.
That's really the only conclusion I get from this. No, 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 no! Come on, Kevin! I can't afford to lose that. I didn't lose it. Coast Academy. We're playing some very poor StarCraft 2 here. I should have straight up gotten a Viking there, or maybe even a Cyclone. It's also something I obviously could have done. I didn't even really think about the possibility of a Cyclone, honestly.
Add-on complete.
No! Why was my split running all my units in the exact same location? This is what we call suboptimal. I just hadn't expected it altogether. Oh no, lads. This is not looking good for me. This is not looking good for me at all. It's okay, it's okay. Look. Sometimes in life you have to accept when you're just getting completely outbrained, and I think I just wasn't quite ready for this this level of brilliance here from my opponent. Okay, this guy's gonna move across the map. Just gonna move over here as well. Nice, that's one kill. But I just accidentally stimmed my entire army. That's definitely not on purpose. Let's see, what do we have going on over here? Some of this crap. Probably want some ghost at some point as well. This guy's going to stay in this general area.
Additional supply. Research complete. Additional supply depots required.
Should probably cancel that, mate. Yeah. There we go. I'm super supply blocked, which is extremely dumb because that should never happen. Not quite sure how I'm getting supply blocked either, but it is happening. That's all I'll know for now. Let's see what we have over here. He's gonna use his one dude that he has. Where are these units also just walking like complete idiots? I think I want some Vikings here and Ghost. These are my these are my the things that I want in life. Okay, he seems to be moving forward to try and get another base. I want an anti-armor missile, and I think I want the Ghost, and then I honestly feel pretty secure here in my position, despite the absolutely awful early game. Okay, well, we're just gonna go in then, huh? No, come on. He focuses quite well, and it's super frustrating for me.
Mineral field completed.
I think we're just losing the game in a pretty significant way here as well, honestly. Because we don't have enough anti-air, so just lost. Yeah. Nice base trade move. I should have played this way better. Literally everything went correct. What about using Raven to disable Disruptor? Yeah, I did this in the second fight. And thus I won the second fight, but my early game was so insanely bad that I don't think it mattered. This build was really, really bad. Exciting to lose to, though. Very exciting to lose to. No, right now. Very interesting style. Was it King Cobra? It might have been. I don't know. Oh, it's Mana? Ah. It is I, Björn, your numero uno South African fan. Oh, what's up, Björn? Yeah, it's... I like the early game he played. I think I need some type... Like, if I have a Cyclone or a Viking, that is significantly better there as a start for me. But yeah, the Disruptor Ball that hit me straight in the face didn't help my case very much, to be quite honest. But oh well, it is what it is.
Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. What's going on?
I'll play some games with Piotr in a little bit, I think. At 2. I think that should be good generally. I got this one. I do believe. It's weird. The chat on my phone doesn't update sometimes. It's very frustrating. I wanna know what you guys have to say at all times. It's really difficult for some reason to get this working. Oh, probably should continue macroing as well. It also just bugs out. The YouTube chat is so ridiculously bad to use on phone. I don't know why. Okay, it's time for you to officially piss off. I pulled out of gas here, so I'll play triple CC. I didn't remember that I was going to pull out of gas. As an NA viewer, it's a privilege to watch you live. A pretty poor privilege to have. The privilege to watch Harstem live. But privilege of some kind. Look at the CC over here. Try to keep it hidden for a little bit longer.
Add-on complete.
Go ahead. Bad news.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I was reading something on Reddit earlier today. On the Dutch subreddit. On hide and seek in particular. In the game of hide and seek. And then I asked my wife, who's a Canadian. And she confirmed all of these the statements that I read earlier today. So apparently, when you play hide and seek in America or in Canada or in England, the way that they play it is that you have one seeker and multiple hiders, and the person that hides has no goal in the game except staying hidden. Like there is nothing else you can do except just trying to hide. And the seeker, there's no risk for the seeker either. Like the seeker can just go out on the map or in the playground, wherever you're playing it, and go look for people that are busy hiding. This is the most idiotic way to play hide and seek I've ever heard of. What's the entire point then? You literally can't do anything. There's no risk involved. This is just a garbage static game. And it upset me so much. Apparently this is the standard in North America and English-speaking countries in general. So I'll explain exactly how hide and seek is supposed to work in a civilized country. After this game, because we use a home base that you can, you have to tag when you find someone. So you can't roam away too far from the home base as the seeker, or you lose. And as a hider, if you see the seeker roam away too far from the home base, you can go to the home base, tag it, scream buurtvrij, and then you're good to go. You won the game. There's a challenge. There's a way of winning. You can't lose. It's actually the dumbest thing that in the English version, I will call it the English version for now, there's no way to win the game. You can only lose as the hider. Why would anyone want to play this garbage tier setup? It actually upsets me so much. And then when I told my wife this, she looked at me like I was the idiot. Like we played hide and seek wrong. No, we played hide and seek correct. We also had a variation of hide and seek where you had to kick a ball to free everyone. It's absolutely bonkers to me that this is a form of abuse, that you guys have been hidden from the superior hide and seek. The mainstream media has not been reporting on this either.
Research.
It just makes you think, what else are they hiding? You know?
Not enough.
Maybe StarCraft 3 is being hidden as well by the mainstream media. Who knows? It's called kick the can in English as well. It's kick the can in Dutch. I'll explain all of this in detail with illustrations as well. After I absolutely murder this Protoss player. That's a bad blink there, brother. Die, 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 my darling.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Research complete.
Look how many Marauders I have as well. That is a privilege, the Marauder privilege. Beautiful stuff. Am I gonna get supply blocked? Oh, I'm already
Complete.
well on the way of being supply blocked. That's good as well. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, accidentally... Does this guy think I have no eyes? Okay, these are the rules, these are the rules. Hop! You watch him always wait until he believes he has a chance to escape. So you go there, then you wait a couple of seconds until you see the animation of your opponent going out of observer mode. This is absolutely vital to destroying their morale. Absolutely vital.
Complete. Not
A hard recommendation from me when it comes to that. Okay, we're just gonna send some of these dudes forward.
add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
What is this? Ooh, Colossus. We go for the Beyond approach, which is winning the game. So, the way that Beyond would play against Colossus is really quite simple. He gets he gets an army on the map and tries to deny all possible vision with it. That is really the goal. And then you just never fight until you can boost into a base and completely, absolutely murder your opponent. Murder? Yes, murder. So, okay, look at this. Thank you. Okay, this is an easy win. So we scan here, pretending like we want to attack. In reality, we just want to remain safe. It smells like banana cake in here. Just got delivered some fresh banana cake. Is that what banana bread, maybe it's called? Never know these words. I could smell it already that I was being cooked up earlier. High tier. My life's very high tier. Okay.
Upgrade complete.
Oop. I need 2 new medevacs on this. Do I have that? No. I think I saw one here. No. Just growing old and I'm starting to see things.
Mineral field.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field completed.
Oh, I think this might be worthwhile. Oh, wow. Really? Moved into the correct position for this.
Not
It's
enough.
kind of wild, no?
Mineral field.
Actually, he doesn't have enough, does he? So I can clear this one. I don't have enough medevacs here, which is an actual issue for me.
Command center upgrade.
Okay, this is gonna go back towards the top side. I actually lost a decent chunk of map control with these moves. Gonna have to admit to that. Wonder if he's still in here or no.
Mineral field depleted. Add-on.
SCV ready.
Somebody, get me out of
It's
there.
moving across the map, which is kind of to be expected.
Out with it.
Where?
So this is often how you end up winning games with this particular style.
Your forces are under attack. Base upgrades under attack.
So and then you just pick them up from a distance. You see that? Uh-oh.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we piss back off. And now we try to move forward over here.
Mineral field completed. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Upgrade.
Oh, that wasn't great either. Hey, we're still winning pretty hard now.
Your forces are under attack.
You go die. So we're up in bases. He's trying to take out these mines, which most definitely isn't working. Oh, it recalled back home. Die, 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 my darling. Would be a shame if you were to lose this. Bam, bam, bam.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Building a new starport, right?
Your
Yeah, that's what I
forces
thought.
are under attack. Not enough energy.
I have very nice upgrades as well, let's not forget. My opponent has 1-1, I have 2-2. And I have +3 on the way. So we can actually just move out across the map and probably win.
Not enough energy.
There's also really no
Energy.
reason for me to do that. At least not that I'm aware of. But then again, there's also no reason for me to sit at home like a little loser. Do nothing with my life. It's going to be a disruptor shot here. I said it and I walked straight into it like a freaking moron that I am. Hello, kill this. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Didn't quite get that the way I wanted to. I think I might lose this game now. Oh my god, why do I do these things to myself? Literally every day, all day. No, Harstem.
Forces are under attack.
You absolute moron.
Your forces
Am I not the
are under
dumbest person in the world?
Add-on complete.
I wonder if he actually has this base here on the bottom. That would be the surprise of a lifetime. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm building units this entire time. They're just not coming out of the barracks. It's because they're all rallied towards the barracks itself, which is bad.
Not enough minerals.
This is potentially also quite bad.
Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Don't forget, I still have 10 range. They really tried to kill my planetary there. Does this ever work? Come on, my friend. Clear this. It definitely lived. Oh my god, I'm losing this game. I'm losing this game. I can feel it. I can smell it. I'm getting very upset by it. He's going to try and maybe burst up this ramp or something. He's going to maybe try and kill this thing.
Base is
That would be hilariously sad for me.
not enough.
Should I actually go across the map or no?
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Should I pick up with everything?
Get me out of this mess.
No, no!
Base is under attack.
Don't do this. Don't do this. I think this is a mistake.
Not
Actually, He made a correct call. Well, no, actually. Fine, that thing was wrong. Me going across the map was the real mistake. Multiple times. Remember when I said there's no reason for me to do this? Then what did I do? I went across the map like some idiot. That's so many workers. I'm so stupid! And let me try this. Hi, dear. Have I heard of the testimony of David Grush? What the hell is that? So no. Well, let me draw out the proper way that this game is supposed to be played. You American pricks. Look at this. Okay, so imagine we have a field. Okay. Field is green. How do I do this? Look at this. Boom. Green field. We draw some trees on it. These are... I need some thicker brush here, I think. There's a tree. Here's a tree. Here's a tree. And then this red thing is the mother tree, basically. Okay, it's the main tree. It's the important one. There's trees everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Trees, more trees, more trees. Okay. White is going to be the searching person. Okay. And then yellow are going to be the people hiding. So you have people hiding behind trees and in the corner because they're idiots. Dumpy dumpy dum. Always hide behind tree or in a tree. There's one guy in a tree here. Now, this person here is moving out on the map. Zoop. You know, looking for people. So he's forced to go away from the tree. The moment this dude is over here, the person from here can run to the home base and scream some Dutch words, and that means he has now won the game as a hider. He will stand next to the home base and just chill here, you know? Just have a wait, it's a good old time over here. However, imagine this dude is trying to come here and the white one sees this midway, is like, oh wow, what is that? Runs back home and says, this is Pete, says, I got you, Pete. While touching this tree, then Pete is out. Pete will be put on this spot where the X is, and he'll have to stand there until the end of the game. Pete now will be the seeker in the next game, unless there is a way to free everyone and to make the seeker repeat. This is if, imagine everyone has been caught, okay? So all of these people, they're all gone. They're all gone. Okay, everyone's green. And they're all stuck at the tree. They've all been caught by our seeker. Except for this dude. This dude stuck in the tree. He's hiding. Now, our seeker is looking for him all over. And this is the last person only can do this. This is where this dude, oh, where is my opponent? I don't know. Boom. This guy out of the tree to the tree and says, I free everyone. Then everyone here is officially free. Once again, the hiders have won the game. And this moron will need to play Seeker one more turn. But... the fact that people think that the American version of hide and seek is better are actually delusional. Shouldn't you hide super far away? Yeah, but then you can't keep an eye on whether the guy is out. And usually you set bounds and limits anyway. It's not better. No, our version is for older kids because it's more complex and there's more incentive. The idiotic English version is for people without a brain. You're being coddled. Just easy rules. No, everyone's a winner. This is where the mindset started, is with the pathetic hide and seek version that English people have. The participation medals, just for everyone that plays. If the seeker doesn't leave, he can't lose. Yeah, but you can you hurl insults at him. That's what you do from behind the thing. I can't remember the specific insults, but you have like little rhymes that you use that you can throw at him from your hiding place. And you scream at him, and then if he doesn't go away far enough, you can beat him up legally. This is in Dutch law as well. This is why the Dutch are winners. There's also a version where rather than there being a tree, this massive red thing over here is a ball. And the way to free everyone is to kick the ball away as far as possible. And then so imagine this thing is a ball, then you kick it away, pew! Then this dude needs to go and get the ball. And then needs to walk backwards with his eyes closed so he doesn't see where everyone is hiding. You can do this 3 times, and then the final time it is just like a regular game of hide and seek. Yeah. This is how hide and seek is supposed to be played. If you have kids and you see them playing the American version, the English version, you failed as a parent. Unless they're younger than 5. But anything older than 5, they're still playing regular hide and seek garbage. That's a telltale sign. Buskruid, busje trap, jongen. Buskruid. What is the Brazilian version? I missed all the golden advice for the best build ever. Another thing that I realized was, is that there's also a Belgian version, which actually doesn't sound so bad.
Not enough minerals.
So
Not enough
Belgian hide and seek is basically reverse hide and seek, is where there is one person that hides, and then everyone else has to seek that person. And once you find them, you go sit next to them or stand next to them quietly in the same hiding spot. And the last person to find the hider will have to improve Belgian infrastructure. And that's no joke, my friends. Because that's one hell of a task. But I've never played that when I was young.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
We call it sardinburken. Yeah, I've heard it's called sardines in America as well. They're still playing the first round. Is what I've heard. That's what the Peppa Pig version was. Yeah, I think that is a... It sounds like a legitimately good game as well. I wouldn't mind playing this. I read that this is not common to not uncommon to play nowadays, except people like do it in the real world, and you have to hide in a bar. And then rather than sitting quietly next to the person that's hiding, you just go drink beer with them. I think this game was invented by a group of friends who had one person they didn't want to drink beer with, you know? It's like, but they weren't ballsy enough to tell him that they didn't like him. So they invented the game Sardines. It's like, yeah, okay, so someone's gonna hide, and then we all gotta find him, and then we drink beer together. I'm pretty sure that is what happened. And then they'd all, tell each other before where they're gonna go, and then the moment the annoying guy shows up, everyone's like, oh, the beer is gone already. Time to head home to the wife, I think this is the natural way that it went. In Scotland, we used to hunt the knoot. I feel like you misspelled the last word there, but I think I appreciate that as well. Can you explain to me how hunt the knoot worked? Hide and seek in NAs for children under 8 after we upgrade to a variation called Manhunt, where the seeker finds the hider, stacks them, and then they join on the hunt. That sounds pretty fun actually as well. Not half bad.
Complete.
We also had Police and Criminal, which was a game where you had, I think, an even amount of police and an same amount of criminals, and the police had to catch the criminals and put them in jail. And you could free the other criminals as well. So usually there would be one police dude on guard, and you'd have to tag people and then, take him in. There were some variations in which you had to catch the person, but that often resulted in serious violence, where the criminals would not, you know, they'd be resisting some serious arrest. Oh, what is this crap? Oh, this is one of these guys. This is actually, I think, so if you're a bad Protoss player,
Not enough.
I think this is legitimately the best build to learn. Like, legitimately the best build to learn. I don't think there's a build that is better than this at just beating players way above your level. As you see, this guy is now also doing.
Not enough energy. Our SCVs are under attack.
Hoppa.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
What does he think he's doing here?
Not enough.
You really think you can
minerals.
pass me by? Because I don't think you can, mate.
Not enough. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Could be DTs as a follow-up,
Not
honest to
enough
God.
minerals.
Oh, oh, there we go.
Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Talk to me.
Not enough. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Your forces are under attack.
Wait, what? Oh, he has blink or what? Must have blinked in while I wasn't paying attention. Or did he just walk in? I don't know now. What do you think he did?
Ready for pickup?
You think he blinked in? I probably shouldn't have sent out my my other dudes. I wonder if he blinked in or not. I didn't see blink being researched anywhere, so probably not. Did he just walk in and clear my tank? Because I wasn't paying attention. That's not okay.
Not enough minerals. Command center.
Acknowledged.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
You can just go in here.
Add not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Oh, come on, brick. Massive bricks.
Complete.
But this guy can go back home. I wonder how hard I'm actually losing. I think it's really hard. Like real bad. Ooh, we forgot to kill that thing. That's real nice for me at least.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots.
Supply block of a lifetime as well over here. That's beautiful stuff.
Unacceptable.
Legitimately. Okay, this guy has me surrounded from two sides. There's also high tier. Two-sided surrounds are always high tier. We're just going to camp with tanks right now. It's literally the only thing we can do. Maybe we have a chance. Oh, you see him? You see him? Die! Adios, fanatic. You have officially been taken out. This guy's gonna continue the wall. Keep everyone out. Especially the Zeloten, as the Germans would say.
Not
Oh, another
enough
tank here.
minerals.
Not having tanks. You get to build some stuff over here as well, my friend.
Bad news.
Ready for dust off.
Research. Upgrade complete. Upgrade.
Gonna get
complete.
one turret over here. This is the best map for turtling, by the way, for the people that are not aware.
SCV ready.
Mineral
Just
field
gonna get a
completed.
little one of these over here.
Not.
Okay.
Not.
Am I going crazy?
Add-on complete.
Yeah, I'm going crazy. I thought my opponent had a an observer over there, but that was not the case at all. That was not the case at all. Zoop. That's gone.
Mineral field depleted. Research.
What is this thing? Oh, it's a Ghost Academy, right? Yeah. Ghost Academy indeed. More tanks. Moving forward. Get this one out as well. Now we want 3 more barracks too. You got a repair on here, Chief? Don't you? Oh, he's actually coming for me? Oopsies.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Oh, sure.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under
Ready for
attack.
dust off.
Interesting takes here by my opponent.
Not enough minerals.
Interesting takes. Oh, don't think you want to fight here, Chief. So, you know what the beauty of all of this is? That I'm actually not in that great of a spot.
Game.
Oh, come on. He needs to think. I do all the thinking in the moment, so that's very different. Very different. Opinions on Vlaamse Reus. The rabbit? I like rabbits. Yeah. Rabbits are very high tier. How to counter mass carriers? Vikings are good, and so are ghosts. Now, someone with less emotional control would start screaming at his opponent for pausing the game, but me? Don't worry. I'm good. Go, go.
Game resumed.
So always be kind to your opponent. Unless you're not streaming, then you flame the ever-living crap out of them.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Only be nice when there's an audience. This is the #1 rule
Mineral field depleted.
of a lot of things. It also counts for philanthropy. Like, the freaking range of this Colossus is driving me nuts. I think he's gonna go for it, isn't he? Oh, frick.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
Oh, I did not actually pay proper attention here. I want to repair that tank real bad right now. Look at the range of this freaking unit, huh?
Command center upgrade.
Yeah, come on, take him out, buddy. I don't give a crap about any of that.
Command Command center upgrade complete.
Just making sure there's nothing weird there. Wait, did I kill something? I think I did. I thought I heard something shooting.
Additional supply.
Definitely did feel like that's the case. He's still just around. Do you think he realized I can just kill him whenever I want to? Yeah, I guess that didn't entirely work out for me. The freaking Colossus are too strong, man. What do you want me to do about this, huh? Like, what do you want me to do? I can't do magic. What the hell? Yeah, let's drop a couple of meals. Yeah, quite some... Oh, this is nice.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Think he has blink or what? Oh, but now I'm backed into a corner. Or can I just get out without any real issue? That seems more like it, doesn't it? Oh. World's greatest scan. It's a real nice cabin. Whoop. Please tell me it's a small recall. Okay, I lost everything. That was indeed a small recall, but I lost everything. It's entirely brilliant. Okay, wait. We get +2 now? Yeah, another starport maybe? I just was not paying attention there for a couple of seconds. Is that the end of the world? I don't think it should be. I don't think this is the way either, Chief. Hey. Hey, broeder. I wonder if I can just fight this. Does this guy not realize that at any point I can just fight him and own? You think he has no clue about that?
Upgrade complete.
Just make sure there's nothing here. Wait, I have a raven somewhere, no?
Mineral field depleted.
At least we can move forward.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Probably should have some of these here. Just in case DTs decide to show up again. Why do I have so many random SCVs just kind of standing around, huh? It's kind of odd, but whatever.
And we are at maximum supply.
Oh, what are we doing here, Chief? Siege these up, maybe? This is not the fight you want to take after being hit face first with this crap in your... You know? This is absolutely not it, Chief. I have a lot of stuff. I really do. I also have a lot of tanks, which actually is not super useful. This has been world's greatest Raven, by the way. Can we just say that?
Add-on complete.
Ooh, this seems exciting.
Mineral field. Command center upgrade complete.
Don't quite want that.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
So here we go. This is a move. This is what we call a banter move.
Vespine, not enough. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade.
Oh, what?
Mineral field depleted. Our
That seems
SCVs
fine.
are under attack. Add-on complete.
I'm not sure why I scanned, but whatever.
Forces are under attack.
I wonder if I can just go in this main base and go clear some stuff now. Seems like something that I would like to do.
Mineral field depleted.
Well, this went relatively well, one could say. Oh, forgot about these units. Adios, my friend.
Unacceptable landing. Mineral field depleted.
You scared me.
But these three are still safe together. If we go down, then we go down together. Not the greatest control. One could even say that the control was relatively mid.
Not enough to max.
Relatively mid indeed. Hello, Stim?
Command center.
Oh, we have a bunch of dudes just sitting in here for no reason. Hello, I thought I was flying over... What? What in the world is this crap? Wait, I thought where did my thing go? Ah. Well. Not entirely brilliant. Not entirely brilliant. Probably should have gotten one of these as well, huh?
No.
Is he gonna try and push this thing down on top of me or something? Or what's the actual play going to be here, my friend? Really thought he was gonna drop more. Honest to God. Oh, no. We need to split a little bit at least. I think it's fine. Splitting is really just... It is something that is necessary once your opponent has, you know, an army that also consists of Templar. Oh, what is this? This is scary.
Our SCVs are under
Did I
attack.
just start attacking my own stuff? Oh, did it... I'm just figuring out what the quickest way to get rid of this stuff was. I don't think I did a good job here. I have way too many medevacs as well, which is kind of funny.
Not
Because not many people know this, but my name is an acronym for medevac. So the fact that I have too many, yeah, that definitely sparks some joy to me. There's some guy whistling outside of my window. I have no clue why they would be doing this.
not enough.
Weird things happen in this neighborhood, I'm telling you, my friends.
Base is under attack.
Okay, this feels good.
Base is under attack. Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
I have so many tanks though, huh? Stop whistling. I can hear them whistle. It's super weird. I wonder why they're doing this. Not the whistle Olympics, you pricks.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
All hands to battle station.
SCV ready.
Full speed.
Not enough energy.
Now the only thing I really need to do is make sure that I don't eat every single disruptor shot that has ever, you know, that has ever lived. Oh. Hey, eaten a couple of big ones now, which is also nice. Wait, he doesn't have anything left there, does he? Hoppa. I'm telling you, this race absolutely plays itself. You can micro like a dog for 5 fights straight, as long as one fight is okay. It's no problem. They're still whistling outside of my window. I have a look to see what the Rookers is all about. Some kids playing hide and seek with a whistle. I think the kid might have gotten a whistle for his birthday or something. I'm not sure why they would do this, but it is what it is, I guess. Let me enter this in ear back into my ear. Bloop. Do you think there's an efficient way to burrow veins in a fort base and wait till it's saturated to blow up? No. Okay, I'll let you know, Dylan. What? Why is Spirit not responding? Hi, let's go. I'll message him on Skype as well. Hi, go. I'm a total noob at StarCraft. How do you deal with the disruptors? Oh, you can just build liberators and usually it's fine. If you get libs with range and +2, it's very difficult for mediocre tosses to deal with it. And even for good tosses. What's your favorite kind of sandwich? I like a classic grilled cheese. But there are the right types of grilled cheese and the wrong types of grilled cheese. There is a machine that creates grilled cheese that puts them into triangle shapes and makes the crust like of the triangle very hard. This is the proper type of grilled cheese. I think it's the highest tier that you can aspire to be as a sandwich. It is so ridiculously good. Let me, okay, go. We'll play Ancient Cistern. Wait, I'll ask for any vetoes. Just got an advertisement on my own stream. What is this garbage? No vetoes. Now this is a Terran Gamer. We'll start with altitude then. I never played this map. How many battle cruisers does it take to one-shot a CC and warp away? Maybe 6, I want to say. 6 sound about correct. I think this is, this doesn't feel good for me already. I'm not sure why I built this on the low ground in the first place. Already starting to seriously regret it at this point. I'll go for a no scout. Fast core. See if we can do something with that. Spirit also is the type of guy to absolutely not care about what his opponent is doing. He usually doesn't scout. Actually, Spirit is the type of guy that scouts in custom games and doesn't scout on the ladder when there's points on the line, you know? So then he needs the extra cash for whatever build order he's playing. These are actual facts. This is a terrible wall, as it's not a wall, and thus a terrible wall. Nexus in time. Oh. You know what is kind of frustrating about watching first-person StarCraft 2? If you compare it to like a shooter or something, is I think too many screens, you know? You swap between too many screens, which can be quite chaotic. Well, if you're playing FPS, it's actually easier to follow a single person than it is to follow multiple people. You know what I mean? Because it's often chaotic, it feels like, if you're following multiple people in an FPS. But in StarCraft, the observer point of view is much easier to follow than the point of view you're currently seeing. Should play some Twilight plays. Always try to get through them. So if you're very lucky and they completely forget how to move, you might get a kill on the Reaper. Which would be great. It's not happening, but technically could have happened. The potential is most definitely there.
Yes, exactly. Let your will
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Combat
Yes, exactly.
I wonder if this was okay or not. 2 Marines for an Adept, as long as I don't lose this one. It's kind of okay. Because he also invested 1 Marine into getting that faster 2nd Marine. We shouldn't forget about that. So, if you don't understand what I'm saying there, basically... Okay, this is bad. Gonna move up the ramp here or no? Does seem to be the case. So, in order to get 2 Marines real fast, a Terran player needs to cut the reactor. So you build 1 extra Marine, and then you cut the reactor temporarily. Ooh, this is bad. Please die. This is a pretty poor start for me, but hopefully not the end of the world. I lost quite a few units. But yeah, at this point I think my early game has been mediocre. This map is more suited for Stargate play anyway. So I'm not going to be too disappointed by all of that. Not too disappointed at all. So we have good vision on the bottom side of the map here. I think I just missed something happening on the bottom side of the map, despite having good vision there. No, maybe nothing happened. Interesting. You go over here, Chief.
Not enough energy.
Nice control. Says the guy that loses everything. Probably should have picked up in time there.
You must place that in a power field.
Oh. Not bad. Okay, so we're going up to 6 gates right now. The only problem that I truly have is I'm supply block. And I don't really have a way to get out of this supply block in the next 5 seconds. Everything else in life is pretty okay. Where's my stupid... Where's my old... I know I built one. This is a really poor game, honest to God. Okay, it's not good. I just got massively supply blocked for no real reason. Also, I didn't super like my build in the early game. We'll try again. This is the beauty of getting to play some custom games, is that you can try the same thing multiple times, or you can switch in between things if you don't feel like something is working. I'm hard stuck 5k Protoss. I really want some new cheese. I think my Immortals might have rallied across the map like an idiot. new cheese to try PvT. I think you can just try a 3 or a 4 gate blink. I think these are good builds that... I'm not sure if you'd consider them cheesy. They're just all-ins or dedicated pressures that have a high probability of killing someone if you execute well. Like at 5k you can get away with a lot of random all-ins still, I think, that aren't necessarily good, but could win you the game. What's the Protoss equivalent of the 211? I don't think it exists, Emre. I actually think there's no way. Would you consider doing mass lips for beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff? I think lips are too expensive, so you can't really use them in any way that would be viable, I think. I could try, but it sounds close to impossible. I'd still have to produce units from factory. Like you'd need tanks and you need Hellions. The problem really with mass lips is that the gas cost is too high, I think. At least that seems like a massive issue to me. So it makes it really hard, and while also simultaneously basically being a siege unit and a harassment unit. Like there needs to be a distraction in order to make Liberators work. Something else needs to be happening. Because Liberators, when they're just set up by themselves, get completely destroyed. To be fair, I thought similar of Banshees, but that worked surprisingly well. Banshees are a lot better than people give them credit for, I think. Okay, he's most likely just opening with a Reaper here. I would really love a part 2 of supply blocking the enemy for as long as possible. I think I've already done it twice. But then maybe you'd like a part 3. Why not go Robo plus Stargate? As long as you don't do upgrades like in early game, does it matter? What do you mean? I mean, Robo plus Stargate, like Phoenix Colossus is very popular, but it's a very different opener from Twilight Council. I think in order to be a proper complete Protoss player, you should probably be capable of playing both in its many varieties. I'm quite sure what my opponent opened up with here, to be honest. That's that. Not sure why he kept it at home, but... Oh my god, why did I do that? It's gonna chase, no? Maybe no? Maybe no. We could have actually cancelled our third Stalker here. Or our third Gateway unit. I don't think it would have been necessary to get that. So we should be capable of finishing this shade, I think. If he opened up... Yeah. I'm not willing to risk it, actually. Never mind.
Research complete.
Oh, that's frustrating. So, a quick tip here for the people that don't play a StarCraft 25 hours a day, is that the moment you see a Cyclone out, you know that moving across the map, well, it's not completely free, but it's relatively free. As in, the chance of them having a drop is very low. And if it's a drop, it can only be a Marine drop. So that's what you'd need to prepare for in that case. I think my opponent here is playing a different type of opener. Could be wrong. I think it might just be... Hello, where's that stupid Marine? Where'd you go? I miss you so. Ah, nice little supply block again. Gotta get out of it right now, though. The fact that he spotted that I have a Nexus is pretty big. I think he has stim, no shot, right? So we're very low on production here, which is definitely going to bite me in the bum at some point. The question is, when will that bite me in the bum? We just hope it's not going to be now. So we're adding production in kind of a weird way. Yeah, we start floating a lot of money in these types of scenarios. I think the usage of like how I set up everything here was fairly incorrect. Does he still have a tank? No, he doesn't. Like the way that I set up my army, it's definitely incorrect. Wait, I already have a forge. Forgot about that. So little vision on the bottom side of the map as well, which is actually really freaking frustrating. Oh, that's not something that I would like to fight here. Okay, that was not the end of the world either. Got a fort base. Oh, I don't actually have a super battery energy available. That's really low tier actually. Not super keen on my position overall, but I have a relatively fast fort base, and I'm copying a style that I saw Showtime do, although he did it with way less immortals, so maybe that's the issue. I watched a game between Showtime and Clem the other day in which it literally was just pure what do you call it? Oh, come on, Gav! What am I doing? It was just pure gateway units. Okay, that was good. Losing that fort base was completely unnecessary as well. Okay. Such good vision of what was about to happen to me as well. Very disappointed in how I played that out, not gonna lie. What are these guys doing? They're spreading out. Not the end of the world. I wonder if he's gonna try and get up here. No, he's still stuck in this position for now. He's fighting hard into the super battery. It doesn't feel like that should be good for my opponent at all. Really don't think that should be good for my opponent whatsoever. Gonna need a 5th base though at some point. Oh, what is this crap? Should definitely burrow that a bit faster, maybe. Poor play out of him. Oh, that would have been real poor play out of me as well. I honestly think that losing those mines was fairly big. They're so useful later on in the game as well. Oh, I have a complete dark spot up here on the top left. Let's hope it doesn't get abused in the near future. So we're just gonna go in over here. See if we can do anything. Do I actually need to fight this is my question? I don't think I have to. I lost everything in the main. At the same time, I'm clearing a lot of stuff here. This is upgrades. Upgrades are worse than mine are. At least soon they will be. Not really getting the setup that I want. Just gonna send this army to the top side. This over here. Try and be defensive with whatever the hell this is. Nuclear launch attack that? What? Where are you, Chief? Please don't kill this pilot. Very nice. No. Piss off, my friend. Piss off, my friend. Please piss off my... Can't actually fight that, can we? Thanks for the snipe. I think both of units are just too weak to play like this. If he has a 5th base, I think I might be in some trouble. Why are none of my workers going the way I want them to? That's my next question.
You have not enough minerals. From the shadows I come. We are the justice. You have not enough minerals. Vespine Geyser exalted. I am here in the shadows. We embrace the glory of battle. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. You require more Vespine gas. Your probes are under. Let our enemy know our fury. You require more Vespine gas. I am here in the shadows. You require more Vespine gas. Battle is upon us. Are under attack. You must place mineral field depleted. Highlight for hire. Research complete.
So if I snipe, in my mind, a couple of these, you know, a couple of these orbitals, then is there any way that I lose this game? I guess there still is. Did he snipe? Yeah, snipe my 1 DT. But he only has 1 orbital left remaining, which should be relatively big for me. It's not the greatest fight I've had in my life. Where's my 1 DT? There you go, Chief. I think if I would have been capable of clearing this thing, and if I had slightly more gas, this probably would have actually been all okay. I can't actually clear this. Oh, this is bad. And there's still 1 base mining, which is also a massive issue, obviously. There's no lip range, right? No, there is.
What would you ask?
Come on. Kill the 1 DT. Okay, well, that was bad. I think now we're dead. Yeah, we tried our best. I think the jump in towards the natural was not a bad play, given the situation. I think the execution wasn't great. I was fairly dead at this point, so I think this was probably the best thing I could have done. But he had so many units still at home. Yeah, I think I was just dead after some of the mid-game fights. Probably didn't split my army enough. Yeah, it was a good game. It was fun to play. Why is Captain not making disruptors? I was just trying something. I saw Showtime do this, and when Showtime tries something, I also try it. We'll play Babylon now. What do you think of Trigger's 2-gate blink in the 3rd opening versus Stern? He seems to be the only one doing it. I just played 2-gate blink in the 3rd as well. Trigger goes into Colossus often though. I'm not a huge fan of Colossus. As a follow-up, because ravens tend to deal with it very well.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have
Thoughts about single Oracle into charge? That sounds really bad. Might be good against certain 1-1-1 builds, but I don't like the thought of playing that against anything else. I actually really actively dislike the thought of playing that against anything else. Greetings from Hoofddorp. Very nice. Greetings back, buddy. Hoofddorp. Is Hoofddorp the city that is right next to the airport? It's the most Dutch thing as well. Build a city next to an airport, buy a house there, then complain about the fact that there's an airport, so you hear planes all day. It's unbelievable. I think that's Hoofddorp, right? Yeah. The only people that are allowed to complain are the people who built the house by themselves before the airport was there. I'm glad to hear, Jim. Does any pro still do the Oracle into Blinks as used to play? Yeah, Showtime plays it as well. He plays Oracle into Blink, yeah. I actually like that build order too. Well, like might be a big word. Sometimes it feels like the Reaper walls at the edge of the main aren't worth. Yeah, I understand why that sometimes can feel that way. It's definitely a Marine, isn't it? There's a Reaper. But very often they're also completely worth it. I think they tend to be good more often than not. There's some build orders now that Korean Terrans have started playing where their entire goal is just to move across the map to kill the wall. Like some Cyclone-based builds with a bunch of Marines, and they just go over here, which is really difficult to deal with especially Stargate openers. In a response, Korean Tosses started building batteries near their wall. It's kind of semi-blindly. That was pretty cool. Here we go down. I shouldn't have chronoed my second adept. That was actually stupid. Don't think you want to finish usually. Because he's gonna lose his Reaper then. But I'm also gonna lose a probe. Gets the scout. I'd sign for this if I were him. It's a good start, in my opinion. Very nice start even. Really shouldn't be taking damage like that anyway. So what you can do here, this is a very old build that I used to play quite a bit. Like a year ago. Very old. Oh, ancient. This build. Holy crap. Oh, so old. And then you just go straight into Phoenix. Get a gas. This is insanely good against a lot of the greedier Terrans. And it can be insanely bad versus the Terrans that are planning on killing you. Yes. But it feels kind of comfortable to play, so I'll go for it. Okay, we already see a second barracks. This thing's starting now. So I'm not super worried about dying, to be honest. Now, there's two ways we can go from here. We can build an Immortal for general safety and a feeling of happiness. Or we could have continued Phoenixes. Okay, there's a Cyclone there. It's getting quite some crap, actually. I'm just gonna get a second gate, I think. This is such a high tier build. This is actually a high tier build. You have such a quick third with it. Usually the third base, not usually, but sometimes the third base only goes down at this point. Mine's already done. See, that's the difference between me and you. canceling some stuff so I can, like, my focus is always going to be on Colossus with this. Always. I have good eco. You can always build your Phoenixes a little bit later as well. Don't forget that. Phoenixes, you know, they... Wait, what is this? What is he playing, actually? He has a lot of units, doesn't he? Is this some epic...
Time for battle.
Some epic tank all in or something? Lol. Epic lols. It's possible, technically. One more Colossus.
You must construct additional pylons. You must place them. You have not enough minerals. You must construct additional.
One more sentry.
You must construct additional.
I feel like I should probably build some stuff here in the corner as well. Look at my supply going up. Through the roof, my friends. Through the freaking roof. We have 3 of these right now.
Your probes are under attack. Waves of justice.
Wait, what are we waiting for? The starboard units, maybe.
Engaging the enemy.
There's a mine there. Also high tier. Wait, are we moving? I don't understand what's happening, but I don't like it. I just don't know where my opponent is. Oh. Almost. You almost had me. Almost, but not quite, my friend. So the thing is, I really want to, at this point... Well, not sure if he fell asleep there for a couple of minutes, but... In an ideal world, I'm just shooting him from a distance. I also probably need to get... Okay, I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I was in position as well. Nice attempt, though. My brother. So this looks real bad for me, because I lost the Colossus for free. But he also lost all of his Marauders for free. And also the drop. So... theory dictates here that I'm really far ahead at the moment. Now, have I been capable of losing games like this in the past? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm great at losing games like this, okay? I'm fabulous. I lose games like this better than anyone else. Let me tell you that much, okay? If you see someone lose a game like this, I bet you that I've done it better. Kind of forgot that I had this guy out and about as well. No doubt in my mind I've done it better. That's just how good I am. But I am in a significant lead at this point. And then often the question rises, what is the correct move to play from here, Harstem? You have map control with your Phoenixes. You are attractive human. Those guys, that's very kind indeed. He's gonna go chase me, isn't he? Wait, I don't quite think this is correct. I don't mind losing some Phoenixes for Vikings, though. He's trying to EMP me. I think he succeeded as well. Now there's gonna be some amount of tanks at home. Don't forget that. Oh, he's also out of position with half of his army. Don't forget that either. Hoppa. Yeah, whatever, mate. I don't give a crap about you anymore. Now, what did I say about me being capable of losing games like this? I think we've now reached the point where the only way I lose this game is if I attack upper ramp, lose everything, then die to the counter attack. So, literally in order to win this, we only need to do one thing, and it is not attack upper ramp. Okay? This is essential for me right now. Now, have I said things like this before and then lost the game in the exact way I specified was the only way to lose the game? Once again, yes. That is how impressive I am as a person. I can know that something is absolutely the incorrect move and still do it. Have you guys... No, I think this is a Dutch movie. There's a very famous Dutch movie. Well, I'm not sure if it's famous. It's I'm not even sure. Maybe I'm the only person that has seen it. But I think it's a Dutch movie. Well, maybe it isn't Dutch at all. Now that I think about it. But the movie was so bad that I thought it probably was Dutch. The people who are not aware, Dutch cinema is legitimately, or at least when I was growing up, was god-awful. So I always figured that any movie that I watched as a kid that had a pretty poor plot, I figured, you know, in my mid-teens, I figured out it probably was a Dutch movie. So I have the same with the movie I'm about to describe. This is a movie about a lift boy who I think works in New York. And as I say that he works in New York, I realize this probably isn't a Dutch movie, but whatever. What was I gonna say? And he starts working as a lift boy. I think it's a mall in New York or something he works for. I don't even really care. The synopsis is also irrelevant. And he gets given an instruction by his boss. Is no matter what happens, you're not allowed to press the red button, I think it is. Or the green button. And I think it's his first day at work. And what does he do? He presses the red button or the green button or whatever it ended up being. I can't remember. It's completely irrelevant as well. And then the lift starts flying and they start going on adventures or something. I'm not even sure if this is a TV show now that I think about it. It's a Dutch movie? Yeah, okay. It's called Abeltje. The Flying Lift Boy. Yeah. Maybe he's not in New York then. And I sometimes feel like that kid, you know? The only job I have is to not do anything, just not press the green button. And what do? Green button. There we go. Terrible synopsis for a movie. I think it's a book, actually. But whatever. Books, movies. All the same to me. Thank you to Brian for the $2. What's in your favorite late game army? Probably Storm. I like Storm. I've been thinking a lot about Storm and my relationship to it. You know, as a player of the game, I often think to myself, Storm, what's that all about? And I think I've been underrating Storm as a spell, specifically in the Protoss versus Terran matchup. I think when I think about Storm, I think it's not a very good thing. Like, I think to myself, oh, that is not good, you know? Which I think is unfair to Storm. Because I think Storm is good in some situations. I'm just not very good with it. I think that is more so the case than anything else. I also think Storm has a lot of underutilized potential. We saw Classic do some crazy things with Storm in the Gamers 8 tournament, didn't we? Crazy. Drops he did with Storm. Just everywhere. And I remember thinking to myself, wow. That's pretty good. But yeah, this Lift Boy movie. I remember there was a game that basically... it was about this lift boy, and you could play all these separate little mini games in the game. It's like a CD-ROM, and you put it in your PC. And I remember there was one game which basically was just Pac-Man. But rather than eating... What does Pac-Man eat in order to eat the ghost? Does he eat like a berry or something? Rather than eating a berry, I remember you just got boxing gloves. And you'd have to walk over the opponent, like the enemies. And I think he might have actually punched them. Like, tish, made like a noise or something. I remember playing that when I was young. That might actually be one of my first gaming experience that I consciously remember. I was thinking about this the other day because someone asked me, like, what is the first gaming experience you remember? And then I realized that the first gaming experience, I think the first in my life, is probably...
The firstborn shall persevere.
like a football game at in Disneyland that I played, Disneyland Paris. But I can't confirm how old I was there. Like I can't remember if I was older in some of my other memories, you know?
We serve with
I just don't know. He cares very much about the information,
glory to the
which is kind of freaky if you ask me. I think the information is honestly not that important in this matchup. This sounds stupid, but I think it's also true. Things that sound stupid can just be true, of course. Like, it is important, but I think there's better ways to figure it out rather than always giving up your Reaper for free. I think that should not only be considered a mistake, I think that is a mistake, really. Ooh. One of these guys, huh? It's interesting. A literal Hellion, because that immediately tells me that there's a factory build here. You know, he's giving me information for free, which is something you should never do. If there's a way for you to hide information from your opponent in StarCraft 2, you should always, when I say always, I really mean always, you should literally always do this. Like every single time you can hide information, you should be hiding information.
You have not enough minerals. I am the voice.
Where are you?
You have not enough minerals.
where
I think he managed to move out now with his card, didn't he?
Construct addition.
I'm fading. Ding, ding, ding. So I didn't quite catch where his medevac went. His, you know, his one medevac. The one true ring, Harry. No, wait. Wrong movies.
You require my skills. You have not enough. I am here, shadows. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Having a dude in there, an adept, is actually huge. Probably shouldn't have built that quite yet. I regret that. Small cut here in workers. This is on purpose. It's not because I have crap macro. I actually think this might be good to do.
You require.
glorious combat is upon us.
Let our enemy know our fury.
He's pushing very quick now. Why is there no charge yet? Oh, the charge was a couple of seconds too late, I think. Man, he hit like a freaking truck here. What the heck? Didn't quite manage to delay him either. If I get like 5 more seconds, I think I'm good. Killed a couple of workers. 7. I killed 7 workers with my little bit of harass. This move out is pretty crazy though. It hits like a truck. It really does. He built 2 tanks. Then moved out at 6. He hit razor sharp. He just gave up mining for a while. Maybe lower gate count. Slightly more chronos on charge, that's for sure. Yeah, my gates are finishing now. Look how much cash I have. I think I need to just cut workers faster as well. I'm not so familiar with this particular build order though. Yeah, 56 is too high. What if I cut at 50? Then I go 4, 6, 8. And I'm still just chronoing workers. Then I think I have at least 1 warp in, and I need to chrono this once more. Because the main thing that matters is just having a lot of zealots ready. I can chase. Like I need more units. Okay. I'm fading. Bim, 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 bim. Terran, huh? Kinda crazy. It would make what? How broken do you think it would be if Nexuses could produce Warm Prism? As like after that would be very good. Like way too good, I think. Prism is such a powerful unit. And the only reason why we don't build as many as we probably should is because it takes up robo time, which is super valuable. Rush a sentry and hallucinate a probe rush. I mean, it's just too late for a probe rush by the time your sentry's out. Also, everything one-shots a probe once they're hallucinated. I guess Marines two-shot it. Seemed like you were still in that one. No, I was very dead. I had nothing. And he had a lot of stuff. So it was over. I was thinking about Zealots and Terran. Do you ever need more Zealots than can surround a tank in your army comp? What? Yeah. Of course. Zealots are very nice and tanky. And Stalkers don't fight very well. So you need a lot of Zealots. And you can come from multiple sides. And then you can actually use them rather than just getting kited. Can you get a spicy cannon rush? I don't think I'll cannon rush today, to be honest. Yeah, the old Blink Charge builds cut workers a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if it's a good rule of thumb. I think it also depends how many units your opponent builds from the factory. But a lot of these builds I just don't find very powerful, like the two-gate blink into third stuff. It just feels so... It seems so played out in a way. Where you're playing private lobbies instead of ladder, a higher level practice. At this time it's really difficult to get anyone good on the ladder, because no one ladders at this time usually. I prefer, and here I can get like higher quality games way faster in a row. The game you were talking about is Bomberman? No, it's not. It's a version of Pac-Man. Just a worse version of Pac-Man. Everything always was in the corner as well. You really make me want to get back into StarCraft 2, but I'm just not so amazing at RTS. There's so much to keep track of and learn, and I get overwhelmed. Yeah, I think it's the case with a lot of things. No? A lot of games overwhelm easily, but RTS especially. I think RTS can also be very frustrating if you don't know what's going on. It just doesn't feel good. That's why I always recommend having a build order. And if you don't like playing, just watch it. Like, you're not forced to play. There's lots of people that watch football without playing it. You know, they like watching it, don't play it. There's lots of people that like watching Formula 1 and no one drives a freaking Formula 1 car. It's fine to just watch something, I think, if you enjoy that. But if you have the urge to play and you want to have a good time, I think the best thing to do is to just have like a build order for every matchup. At least in the early game. We'll go for another Reaper. Well, I'll play a Stargate game once more. You know what the funny thing about playing against Spirit is that right now he's playing these very standard Reaper games, but I know the moment I'm playing in a tournament, I'm being proxy star ported with Hellions dropping in my main. There's going to be multiple eBay blocks in a best of 3. You play with Spirit to prepare for other people. You don't play with Spirit so you understand how he plays. Like, it's very weird as well that I almost never see him practice the things that he plays in tournaments. He just hides them forever. And it works quite well, I think, most of the time. I think a lot of Terran build orders, you know, are very good if they're not in the Protoss brain at the moment. They're kind of non-meta in a way. Hello? Can I get a stupid gateway up or what? Single gas, that's nice. What is he doing? What? His factory, or sorry, his CC was like 6 seconds late. Almost thought to doubt the fact that he was actually playing a real build order. Maybe he built like a CC on the high ground or something, I thought. I've never seen that before, getting blocked this long.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Now, there is a build that Spirit plays quite often, and that is a Marine into Reaper opener. That way you kind of hide the fact that you have a Reaper, and then sometimes you can clear a couple of workers with it, which is kind of cool if you're into clearing workers. If the second unit, however, stays at home, often it's not that big of an issue. We're gonna see what he's building as well.
Glory to the Daemon.
See what he's done. Okay. 2 Marines. I want to see the next 2. Okay, this was Reactor, so I can send this across the map for free. I mean, I could have done that anyway, I think.
Where shall we march? We serve.
Yeah, I think I could have done that anyway.
I have met
Oh.
the end. Yes,
Never so sure exactly what the purpose of the build is that I'm playing, but we're playing it, so let's go! I also feel like I'm kind of late here with some stuff.
I see. Our fates are the
Hello? So there's no Marines here to help out, which makes me believe this is all going to come in a massive drop here. See?
has discovered us.
You must construct a vision. I am here. Stay.
This seems extremely not worth it for my opponent.
The threads of fate lie
Here in the shadows.
Maybe I can clear this still.
I see.
Come on, that's so lucky. What the hell? One, two, three. A lot of these dudes. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling right now. Oh, really? Just piss off, mate.
An AOD. An AOD washing off.
Not enough energy.
The threads.
We have a lot of freaking crap units right now. Like a lot of freaking crap units, don't we?
Upgrade complete. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Just gonna continue here. Just getting more and more gateway units. Come on, get this thing up. Probably preparing for an attack of some sorts, no? Did I hit anything? Yeah, I did. Oh, there you go. You die. Probably do want one of these. Or gateways as well, I think. Okay, now we're just gonna focus a lot on producing, because we have good worker count. We have this base on the way. All we really need right now is just production. So that's what we're gonna be doing here. Don't want to lose any of this stuff either. Is this his entire army? I think it might just be now. Yep, that definitely is. this fight literally went as poor as I think it could have gone. This aggressive fight, that is. I think this fight is going relatively okay for now. Now, interesting little factoid here, of course, is the little factoid that my opponent doesn't have an extra base yet. Well, we do have blink on DTs, which is actually real nice. We have 16 gates as well already, which is... Oh, I completely forgot about this thing, actually. Actually, I can just give up this base, can't I? I literally do not care about it at all. This is definitely where I want to be making my money. It's all about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tags. So we lost 2 bases. And what did we kill here? Well, I feel like we did okay damage. My opponent is still on 3 bases, that is. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that does change things just a little tiny tad, doesn't it? Oh, that's actually kind of embarrassing that I didn't think of that one. Ah, that's actually kind of stupid. You think I can clear this base or no? Don't think I actually can, to be honest. Oh, what are these guys doing? Can I clear this? Okay, well, we got 1 base, which is something. Some DTs over here.
From the shadows I come.
Oh, actually, I want to clear these things, don't I? So we're stuck here, in between a rock and a hard place. We can recall, though. Okay, that is the natural or the main, one of the two. Oh my god, Jesus.
Would you ask of us?
Okay, he probably thinks that he killed my stuff here. Is he planning on moving out or what? I think so. Come on, Cap. He's completely out of medevacs as well, which is actually freaking huge. We're going in here too. So this means we can actually just pretty much, as long as we don't die here, we're so far ahead right now that we can't lose anymore, I think. I actually misclicked the blink there, which is super low tier. Just gonna snipe more medevacs. This means that eventually the remaining medevacs will run out of energy. And we get a major dub. There we go. I think I should have split up my army even a little more, taken more bases. Losing my fifth, losing this fort was bad, but I thought I could because I completely forgot about the possibility of the forward fort, which is actually the standard, so it doesn't even make any sense. But yeah, this is how you play the mass gateway style. It's very cool. It's actually fun. All right, I'm done for now. Thanks for gaming. GG's. Yeah, that was enjoyable for me. I hope it also was enjoyable for you. Yeah, DT Blink is very good, but if you don't use it, it's not as good. The 6 Robo style, it is a lot more boring, but it's interesting. No AoE transition at all, yeah. You just keep trying to kill. I'll soon have a video on my channel, on my second channel, in which this there's a really sick game between Clem and Showtime that I casted this morning. Like really, really cool. I freaking loved it. All right, that's going to be it for me today, my dear friends. Adios. I don't have Force Shield on Rapid Fire now. Gamers 8 replays are out. Any chance we get some Classic vs. Beyond? Okay, I'll have a look at those replays. Thank you, Oyo. I'll have a look at that. All right. Ciao, ciao.